right.
Good evening, and welcome to Self Discovery with Vanessa. And today we have a special guest with which is my spiritual sister. It's Nicolette Barrett. Hey Nicolette, how are you?
I
Hi.
am good. Glad to be here, Vanessa. Glad to be here.
It is awesome that you are here, and I know you have a lot to share. But before you do, I'm going to tell the audience. Well, actually, I'm going to wait a little bit until some people
Mm.
start coming in because nobody's in just yet. So I'm going to wait a little bit. If you want to go back out and share again and tell them you're on, you can. But I'm just going to wait a little bit till we start getting some people in.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay. Hey Tammy, Tammy is on. Hello Tammy, you're one of my biggest supporters. Yay! Tammy,
Hi, Tammy. Thanks for
yes,
joining.
yes, Tammy. You make sure I'm sure I already know you got your questions lined up because earlier this morning you said you were excited to be on. So I know you got some questions for the guru, the career strategist guru. So we look forward to those. Tammy, we're just trying to wait until we get a few more people in so that they can catch everything because we're just not starting. You're not late. So just want to get a couple more people in. Let's see, I'm gonna give them
Okay.
one more minute.
Okay, I shared it to those. All right. Okay, good deal. So I got that. I'm gonna go and see if I can get to back to my page. Okay, great. Yeah.
Okay, all right, all right, all right. We're gonna go ahead and get started now. Again, welcome to Self Discovery, a Daily Journey with Vanessa, where I have a special guest, my sister. Yay, yay! Nicolette Barrett is in his house. Welcome, Nicolette. Welcome,
Hi,
welcome.
thank you so much for having me, girl. Oh,
Welcome,
yes.
welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you on. And yes, you guys have a treat in store. Nicolette is a career strategist. She's an author, a speaker. She specializes in resume writing, interview prep, LinkedIn branding, and career development. She is the owner of iRock Development Solutions, LLC, doing business as iRock Resumes. And guys, she really does rock resumes. She's done mine several times. Nicolette is passionate about helping serious career professionals understand they are more than an employee. She coaches her clients to realize they are, in fact, the CEO of their own career. She works to change their mindset from employee to business owner within the corporate America. She says you don't have to be an entrepreneur in the sense of owning an actual business. Yet, you do have to see yourself as an entrepreneur of your own brand and value in the job marketplace. Having a brand that articulates this is what she helps clients with. But don't worry, you don't have to do it alone. She is here to help you with the right tools and strategies, and you can reach her at www.irockresumes.com. Again, it's www.irockresumes.com, and you can order her books at http I'm gonna just copy and paste this and put this on here so y'all can get this. Y'all can get her books at your higher books. I'm just gonna copy this.
Or Bitly, yeah. It's so much easier, right? There's a Bitly
Yeah.
link too.
I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this so they can get it. Let's see.
Yes.
And it won't let me copy. Let me see here. That is where you can reach her at at irockresumes.com, and then you see where you can get the books at. So please make a note of that. And of course, she's going to talk more about that throughout this interview. So please just have your pen and your pads ready because we're getting ready to rock and roll. She is a fantastic woman, and not only that, she is a woman of God and a first lady, I may add. She didn't know I was going to throw that in there, but she is a first lady, and it's a
Yes.
lovable spirit until you're getting ready to see right now for yourself as we get started. And now, Nicolette, who is Nicolette Barrett as a career development strategist?
Oh, wow. Again, thank you, Vanessa, so much for having me. I'm so excited about this opportunity. And you are right. We are spiritual sisters. I remember back when we at the hip ever since. So I am so grateful to have you in my life. And I'm just in awe of everything that God is doing with you and self-discovery. I remember when first blog post. So I am
Right.
so excited about. Yes,
You
girl,
do
I
remember, don't you? Started from the bottom, now here.
That's right. That's how the
You
Lord works,
do.
right?
Jesus.
So I am just actually tickled pink that I'm actually here with you, which this is absolutely fabulous. So once again, I really am excited to be here. Okay, so that's a loaded question. Who is Nicolette as a career development strategist? Okay, so what I really want people to know is that I have this unique ability to see the potential in others. And when I see that potential in others, I really understand their potential, own their potential, and then do something with their potential. And then what I do as a career development strategist, I just utilize the tools that I have. And some of those tools are, of course, career coaching, using the resume to create their career story. Because I always say I don't really write resumes. I really write career stories. But resumes is the terminology that everybody uses. You know, LinkedIn, I utilize that as well. And I utilize any type of interview prep to make sure that they're ready to even articulate in front of a hiring manager. Because a lot of times people don't really know what they have. So when I see their potential and I uncover that potential, they're like, oh my gosh, they get this wow factor. Like, I can't believe this is me. And I'm like, yeah, this is you. And a lot of people just think of themselves as just this or just that. But I uncover that. And then I love the fact that I build confidence. Once you uncover something like that, that's so powerful, and people see that, their confidence raises up. So me as a career development strategist, that's what I am. I am a potential seeker, uncoverer, and making sure that you can rock it out with all the tools and strategies that I create for you individually to make sure you're able to articulate that in any way that you want.
Wow, that's awesome. And that is the very, very truth. Because from my experience with you, that is exactly what you do. You really do. You do rock it out and you're passionate about that thing. And not only passionate, that's your purpose.
Yes.
So just like you said about me
Yes.
starting from ground up, I remember when we both were starting, probably you were probably a bit more, little advanced than I was, but I was asking you questions and look at God, look
Yes.
at God and even the prophetic words that were spoken. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do,
Yeah.
girl. I
Yeah.
remember the conversations, the
Yes.
uplifting texts going back and forth, and we
Yep.
were like, we're going to pursue our calling. And a
That's
lot of
right.
times people think that calling is just about a ministry, but God gives you a ministry in anything that you can do. And I always say, no matter what you do, if you're a God-fearing person, it becomes your ministry, manifested in so many different ways. And He has called me to do this for people. And I love it. And I know He called you to do what you're doing, girl. Wonderful.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
yes, yes.
Now, Nicolette, what motivated you to start iRock Resumes?
Oh, wow. Basically, the company I work for, a big corporation, was going through a whole lot of changes. And as a leader in corporate America, you are always responsible for developing your direct reports, your employees for that next opportunity. That's called succession planning. We're tasked with doing that. As a leader as well, you have to do that in corporate America because you need somebody else to fill those seats. So it's been something I've been doing throughout my corporate career for over 26 years and then leadership for over 16 years. And at this one point in time, the company was going through a major change, but there's a whole lot of opportunities all at once. So I had to get my team ready to take on these new opportunities to move from the entry level So in doing that, I was able to get my whole entire team promoted during that process. And
Awesome.
so everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that. I'm like, yeah, that's, you just
Right.
do to help them with their internal resumes, their interview prep skills, and coaching them on the corporate environment, because a lot of them have never worked for a Fortune 50 company before. Everybody says, I work for a Fortune 500. No, we work for a Fortune 50 company, which is even larger than a Fortune 500 company. So it's very important to understand the corporate culture and how to maneuver through that. So teaching and coaching them through all of that. Two of my employees who got an increase, a promotion with an increase of $14,000 apiece.
Wow.
They came back to me and said, Miss Nicolette, you need to be doing this for other people outside of here. She said, people will pay you for those services because people need what you have to do. I'm like, excuse me, what are you talking about? And I never, because again, it's a responsibility as a corporate leader. So I just put a little blurb out on our wonderful friend Facebook. I put that little blurb out there, and it was basically walking people through the journey of what I was doing with my direct team. And then I started getting inquiries. And because of those inquiries off of Facebook, that's how I Rock Resumes was actually born. And actually, it was actually I Rock Resume Services until I found out somebody else had that name. And I panicked and I called my husband. I'm like, husband, I don't know what in the world. And he asked me, of course, a new business owner, you don't know these things. He said, well, didn't you research the name before you got it? No. And the way I found out is because a potential client called looking for the one that was in California. But they're like, you moved to Dallas? What are you doing in Dallas? I'm like, no, I'm not the one in Dallas. And that's how I found out. And the lady was like, no, you're new. I'm going to the person who I already know and would not, come with me. So therefore I asked God. I'm telling you, Vanessa, I asked God at that moment. My husband told me, don't panic. Just pray about it. You will get another name. The Lord will speak to you with another name. I mean, within 30 minutes, Vanessa, the Lord dropped in my spirit, I Rock Resumes. And I did my due diligence this time. So I researched everything. So I did all my due diligence. I researched. I made sure then, girl, I bought up every domain there was, .org, .net, whatever. So I bought everything. And that's how I Rock Resumes was born, out of a passion that I already was doing with my talents that God has blessed me with. And someone seen the potential in me after I developed the potential in them to go further to say, people need what you have to offer of this corporation. You can do this for other people. And that's how I Rock Resumes was born.
And that is so true. Because the very same thing happened to me as well, because I'm passionate about development as well. And I think I had a team of 17, got all but maybe 3 promoted. And, the managers, TMs, the upper management, hey, you have this passion about development and you get people promoted, you get people to change. You're all about their brand. And after I began to do that so long, I said, okay, Lord, this is one of my gifts and my talents. So you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And that's what I want people to know that look at this is what you do is nothing so grandiose and it just a pound of rocks just drop on you. It comes from what you do daily, and it's your passion, the passion that burns in you that you don't mind doing, and you're not constantly looking at the clock and man, it's time to go. But no, you really, really and truly enjoy it. That's your purpose. That's your purpose. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. And Nicolette, what are you passionate about right now?
Oh my gosh. I am I started this business as purely with resume writing, cover letters, thank you letters, CVs, a little bit of LinkedIn and interview prep. What I am moving into more now, because of what my clients have been asking, is taking that next step and really developing career strategies. Again, something I've always had to do in corporate America anyway, just now bringing those same skills out into the marketplace. So I'm actually releasing myself to be more under my umbrella name, I Rock Development Solutions, LLC. Wow. Doing business as I Rock Resumes as I expand. So I'm really excited because in a couple of weeks, I'll be birthing out some new packages and new coaching programs, group coaching programs, so I can, match with more people and really doing that career development strategy. And that's what I'm excited about. And my number 2 thing that I'm really excited about are my books. I mean, that's love. Putting all that in my head. In these books, getting it out of my head.
That is awesome. I'm so
Yes.
proud of
So
you. Congratulations.
that, mhm. Thank you so much. Yes, I thank God for it. I tell you.
Because again, we were so far from where we were now, you know? And it's just so amazing how God, and that's one of my prayers, that God place people in my path that's connected to my purpose. And then there you go. But
Yes.
who would have known years ago we would be sitting here
Yes.
now talking about the birth of the
Mhm.
dream that God put in our bellies?
Yes,
Nobody but God.
girl.
Girl, can you
Yes.
give me a shout? I remember us talking. We used to talk quite often. My
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Mm.
The figment of our imaginations, and only if, but we kept working. We kept being consistent. We kept working and we kept helping people. And you get fueled by helping people. And
Mm-hmm.
when people see that your works help them advance, that gives
Mm-hmm.
you a sense of, I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And
Yes.
then that just gives you the fuel to keep moving on, girl. And I thank God for it.
I do too. And not only that, that we have the faith to keep on moving, even though we didn't see it out there already, but we saw it in the spirit because he had it already given it to us.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we just kept
Yes.
believing it, we kept believing in faith and just kept working towards it diligently every
Yes.
day. So I too am so proud of you. You have just blossomed and oh my gosh, on your way. 2018 is our year, Nicolette.
Yes, it
2018
is. I
is
feel
our year.
that, girl, and I
It's,
received that.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. Look how far God has brought us
I
in
received
the
it.
past years, you know.
I
Look how
know.
much he's
I
done.
know.
Oh my God, it blows
Yes.
my mind.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's
Mm-hmm.
just amazing to me. And if you stay faithful to him, he will be faithful to you. I believe that.
Amen. That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
That is so true. I know another thing that you're passionate about that you didn't tell me, or you didn't say. Pooh. Where's Pooh at?
Pooh. Oh, Pooh. Hey, that's my Pooh. Pooh, come here.
Let me see this pretty
Let's
young
see.
lady. She's so
She
pretty.
did, and it's so funny. She did all the driving for me just now. Let me see if I can get her. And
Okay.
she said she was going to lay down.
Okay. If you all have any questions or anything, please type them in the comments and we can get your questions asked.
Yeah, here she comes. Just come
Okay.
and say hi. You can go back to laying down. But this is my varsity cheerleader. And it's so funny that I had no idea how big football and cheerleading was in Texas. And I guess in
Hey,
the South
Pooh.
holistically, because I'm
Hey,
from New
Pooh,
York. I'm a
girl.
Chicago girl. And all of this.
Hey, Pooh, you're so pretty. I be seeing
Listen,
all the
everybody know
pictures,
that
girl. I be seeing all the pictures of her saying,
Pooh.
"This is my Pooh." I said, "Where's Pooh at? Go get Pooh."
That's
Congratulations
Mr.
on
Walker.
everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Keep doing a good
Yes.
job.
Thank you, baby
Keep it
girl.
up.
And it's so funny because when I call her and I said, "Hey Nadia," she looks at me crazy like, "You calling me Nadia? Like, why are you calling me Nadia? I'm Pooh." But I'm sorry, Pooh. Yes, be 18 on next week, the 20th. She'll be 18. And she's like,
Wow.
"No, my name is Pooh." I'm like, "Okay, Pooh." Yeah,
She probably grow
that's
out
my
of that.
Pooh.
She
And
probably grow out of
I'm
that.
like, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
She may, but she may not though. She may not. She may not. She's
Right.
beautiful. Wow, wow,
Thank
wow.
you.
So
Thank you.
I
Thank
wanted to
you.
throw that one in there because I'm like, okay, I know she's passionate about something else, so let her go get Pooh.
Yeah, my Pooh. Yes.
Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
in your bio, Nicolette, you state an employee is a CEO of their career. Now, what do you mean by that?
Well, a lot of times people just think that someone else is supposed to manage their career. And I say, no, it is your responsibility to manage your career. When you separate yourself from the actual entity that you work for, the employer, you will know how to manage yourself within that corporation, within that company, so that you know how to maneuver your career to make sure you're following God's desire for you. Because sometimes we get stuck in an actual role and it's not really what God wants for us, but we think we can't do anything. You're not at the mercy of any corporation, any company, or what have you. When you change your mindset to say no, like the little kids say, you're not the boss of me. which you can turn that around and say, I'm the boss of me, and I manage my career holistically from that perspective. Now, if you want to do it within the company or corporation that you're working for, that's fine, but you get to choose and not someone else choose it for you. So when I change people's mindset to think differently, and that's going to be one of my coaching programs, I'm going to be teaching people how to elevate their thinking to think different. Then they will see that, oh yeah, I do have some say so in my career. I do have some control in my career. And when you see that from your potential and utilizing the tools and the right strategies, you can really create a career that's to your heart, to your passion, and really have you skipping in to work on Monday morning and not dreading Sunday evening before you get to work on Monday. I mean, you dread like, oh, I got to go to that place. You should not have to feel that in your job every day. And if you do feel like that, then we really need to talk, because you can go so much past that. And it's not always having to leave that company. You may just need to be out of that role. And maybe you need to do another role within the same company. But there's so many different avenues that you can do. So yes, you can be the boss of your own career and not allow anyone else to dictate your career for you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you also state, about the first thing. What is the first thing a career professional do when they are ready to move their career along?
Well, one of the first things that they really need to do is really determine, what do you really want? Take some time to do a self-reflection, dig deep inside, meditate and pray and say, what is it that I really, really want to do? And then once you uncover what you really want to do and you put it out there in the atmosphere, everything will start to align to make it happen for you. That may be that you have to go and get some additional education. You may have to go get some training. You may have to go to another company that offers that opportunity for you. Or you may have to look within the company that you're working for to change totally out of that realm and in the industry, because big corporations like the Fortune 50 companies, they have different industries within it. You can go to the human resources. You can go to learning and development, being a trainer. You can go into the claims operations. You can go into underwriting. You can go into agency. That may be something else you want to do. So I always say, think about what it is you want to do. From that, we can reveal the next step on where you can go. So uncover that. Spend some quiet time to pray about it, think through it, and really determine what it is that you really want to do. And we can see how we can make it happen for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's great. That is great. Now, what should a new career professional focus on?
Well, when a new career professional actually gets their first job, the first thing that they really need to figure out is, okay, what are the expectations of this job, and how can I align myself to make sure I am meeting those expectations? A lot of times, new career professionals get the job and they're happy to have an income, their own job. They can get their own apartment, they can get their own car. They focus on those kind of things first. But say, okay, that's good. Okay, so how do we keep the job? Making sure that you understand the expectations. And when you align yourself with those expectations, you're building your skills and the competencies that are expected of you. So when you start building your competency base that early in your career, oh my gosh, you can craft a career that's out of this world. You will be able to go up the ladder and if that's what you want, and leadership so much quicker. You'll be able to crisscross. You don't have to always go linear. You can move from over side to side and over to the side and everything, all kinds of things for you to sharpen those skills. So if you do that first role and understand the expect a mentor to help you understand those expectations and hold you accountable, you can really go far in your career if that's what you choose to do.
That's right. That's right. And you just said a key word that's so important, not only in the corporate world, but in life itself, having a coach or a mentor. Can you expound upon that for a bit?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't think I could exist without mentors and a coach. I just don't. Everyone needs someone that they could talk to. And it's not always someone that's like you. You want someone that's opposite of you, that will challenge you, that won't tickle your ears and tell you what you want to hear, that will actually challenge you to get to that next level. Throughout my career, I've had all types of mentors below me, side me, and above me. It does not matter. If they
Mm-hmm.
have something that you need from them, you can mentor from that perspective. And also think about, you don't have to have a mentorship for a long extended period of time. You may want to mentor for 6 months to work on one area of competency that you have found in this mentor that they do very well at. If even just from the way that this person carries himself in a meeting, this person, how they speak in front of a group, even down to one person I remember said, I like the way this person dresses themselves and comes into a room and everybody stops and look. I want to learn how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All those different aspects of how you're building your career is going to be important. And then in making an investment in an actual coach to help you put all those pieces together to get it out of your head and draw up a map, a plan for you will be so much better. It's the best investment ever because it'll pay dividends overall, over and over and over again. That one-time investment can help you tremendously.
Yes, that is very true. Very, very true.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
Career changes in midlife. Is it worth it?
This time, because here's one of the reasons why. When we get to midlife, we finally grow up in our career and then find out, oh, I don't think I want to do this no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's something that's pulling at you that makes you want to do it, because initially, if you think back 20 years, it was like you grow up in a household, you go to college, you get your degree, you get a job. You get a job. Not necessarily a career, you get a job. So you can move out your parents' house. That was the goal. But now that you've developed an actual career, you start to realize, well, I'm really passionate in this. I really would like to try this. I really would like to try that. And that is the time that you can realize that, because some people don't realize it early. They realize it during their mid-career. And if you don't want to step out fully, I always say play with the concept. Say, for example, you're in corporate America, but you're not in a training and development role, but you can't necessarily get into it in the company that you're at. Go and do it on the side, doing it for maybe a small company. A startup company will look for it because they can't afford a major company to come and do training. They may hire a person to come and do training. If you love to teach, you always want to be a professor, become an adjunct professor, teaching 2 to 3 classes a week, and just try maintaining your full career. It is worth it. What's not worth it is never to explore it. You have to explore it and not just sit and, again, dreading Sunday morning, hating Monday, have to get the third cup of coffee by the time noon comes. No, you want to have the opportunity to explore that and see what's out there. So it is worth it. You just have to figure out your goals and everything.
That's very good. That is very, very good. Let me go to a question that I have. Tammy says, God has given me so many ideas and inventions along with different slogans that can sell itself. She says, where does she begin?
Start with one. I started just writing resumes and cover letters. I just started with that. Then I mastered that. Then I added, it makes sense that people would need to know how to interview. I interview all the time at the corporation I'm working for. People coming into my department and people leaving out, doing mock interviews, preparing people. Then I added that. Then it makes sense that, okay, I'm already writing resumes. Now let's do LinkedIn. So I added that service. And then now I'm adding in the career coaching. It just makes sense. So start with one, master that. Don't think of trying to do all of the ideas. Once you start with that one, and they always have this phrase, the riches are in the niches. Once you start with that, you will be able to drive that and then add. And I always try to think about something that you can add tentacles with, not just one idea, then that's it. Like with career coaching encompasses everything: the resume, the cover letter, the LinkedIn, the interview prep, all of that, all wrapped into one. So what I did, I had tentacles already out there, and then it brought it all together under one umbrella. So perspective, you'll see it. And then if for some reason that one idea doesn't work and it doesn't have any tentacles, pick up another idea. But you have to work at it. It's not going to happen overnight. Don't you know that, girl? Vanessa, tell them it don't work overnight.
No, it doesn't.
Hard work, because people see stuff that I'm doing now, but they don't remember those conversations have. And when I was like, girl, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I got to figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
All of that kind of stuff. So you have to, try it and keep at it and making sure that you follow through with it. It's not going to get you riches overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. When the studies say that it's up to 5 years that the business will fail, I feel every bit of that 5 years I'm in. And it's like, wow, now I'm understanding this part of it. Now I'm understanding this part of it. So that's what I'm saying. Stay on the wall, stay faithful, and God will see it through for you.
Amen. That's good. Tammy said, thank you. That make so much sense. Yes. And Tammy,
You're welcome.
just to add to Nicolette, comment is you every day. And when I coach and when I speak, I tell people when they're looking to operate in their purpose, you got to do something every day that's connected to your purpose. You just can't sit up and lay in the cut and not do nothing unless you're sick or unless you're taking a break. But you can't break that long because this is your empire that you are building. And, for me, I work day in, day out, but I love it. I love it. But then I also have learned to shut it down. Because I can't do anything tired and, overworked, but you have to work. And it is hard work, but it's rewarding when you be able to sit back and look like, wow, look at God and what we did,
Yes.
So it does not happen, Tammy, and everyone else overnight. You have to continue to work at it. There may be days where you be like, man, forget it, but you can't. You got to have that perseverance. You got to have that faith, number one. And then that obedience of what God has already showed you, and you have to persevere. You have to persevere and weather the storm. And the weathering and the persevering is where you become strong, knowledgeable, wiser, become an expert in research and stuff. Because like you said, Nicolette, I remember one time me and you was like, but where's it at? But we were looking up something. It was a few things, but we both doing research. But it makes you like, okay, now I know what to do. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Great question, Tammy.
Yes. Ashley said, and she says, oh, wow, that's great information. Yep. You guys take good notes.
Thanks, Ashley.
Absolutely. Now, I hear so much about LinkedIn, Nicolette. Oh, my gosh, I really do. It's like LinkedIn is the new Facebook, but LinkedIn is about the careers. I hear so much about LinkedIn being the go-to place for career professionals and even business professionals. Why is that?
Number one, the average salary on LinkedIn is $121,000.
Wow. Are you serious? The average?
Yes, the research has shown that. Yes. And that was up. It was 109,000 late last year. It's up to now 121,000. Number one, that's where you want to be connected with those type of people that can connect you with an opportunity where if that's where you want to increase your wealth to. Owner, that's perfect for you to market your services to people who can pay for your service. Let's be real. Market it to where you know where they're going to be. So therefore, a lot of times people say, well, Facebook is good for branding and marketing because they can see you out there, but not many people from Facebook are necessarily going to. You go where your customers are. And for me as a career development strategist, my customers are on LinkedIn, right? So I am out on LinkedIn very heavy. So it makes it very, very, it's a very important aspect of what I do as a career development strategist. Now, to the career professional, a lot of recruiters these days are asking for LinkedIn profiles and resumes. They want both of those. They want to see how you're engaging in a professional social media aspect or platform. Now, LinkedIn is social media, but not to the point that you want to take pictures of your food, or you want to do selfies and all that kind of stuff that's kind of out of place. However, you want to expose your knowledge, your background, what you have to offer. You may see an article that you resonate with. You may want to comment on that article so you can become a thought leader in your area. So they want to see how you interact or how you share your knowledge. Who are you connected to? They want to see that. Case in point, I put out a list, email to my list. It said jobs, jobs, jobs. A recruiter connected with me on LinkedIn because he said he loved my profile and he has too much work on his plate. He had so many jobs that he had trouble finding people for these jobs. Oh my gosh, that was like I was in the candy store. I said, don't worry, I have people for you. So therefore, when I
Wow.
sent it out to my list, I said, if you are interested in these four, I had four keys that he was looking for. I sent it out to my list. They sent it back. Some people I did do their LinkedIn. Some people I did do their resumes, but not everybody, because then people start forwarding to other people. And one of the LinkedIn profiles, I couldn't even send. The person didn't even have a photo. And the
Wow.
person hadn't even been on LinkedIn since they set it up. It was blank because he asked for the LinkedIn profile. He didn't even want to see the resume yet. He said, send me their profiles. I said, excuse me, do you want their resume? He said, yes, not yet. I want to see their LinkedIn profile first. And so one of the ladies who would have been perfect for one of these opportunities, because I had her resume, I said, honey, can you go to your LinkedIn, at least put a picture up, do something? I said, because he's asking for LinkedIn and I want to send you for this opportunity. She never responded. And I don't even know if she ever even updated her LinkedIn, because I didn't go and check. But I'm like, if I'm trying to looking for an opportunity, let me help you, so I can't do that. So being on LinkedIn and making sure that you have a profile that is aligning with what you want to do in your career, even if you're not looking right now. It could be from a perspective of that you're, I guess, passively looking, because wouldn't it be nice if someone seeks you out as opposed to you always seeking somebody out or a job out? So having it out there, you come to your profile and see you as professional, whether you're a business owner or actual career professional. If you're seeking or you're not seeking, you have my purpose of being on LinkedIn, and let me tighten it up to get it out there. But just the basic not having a picture up there, I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, wow. Yeah, so it's very
Wow. Wow.
Thanks, Rayshawn.
Wow.
Yes.
Ashley Sanchez, can you see her comment? Can you see her comment?
Oh, such as first level management training, first line associate position, entry level. Your advice on how to structure your resume to get back into a management. Okay, so what you want to do is talk from, you don't have to have a management position to lead. Sometimes when you're not in a leadership position, you still can't lead. So therefore, what have you done in your associate entry level position to be an influence to people? Have you mentored people? Have you been selected to train others who have come behind you? Showing those leadership skills as well without having the title, because leaders emerge from people who don't necessarily have the title yet. That's how we look for leaders.
Yeah.
Those leadership skills, and we mold those and allow and push them up into those leadership positions because they've shown influence.
Right.
They've shown the ability to others, to train others, and people go to them. Are you a subject matter expert in anything that you do? And you have shared that information, and look for those opportunities. If that's what you're looking for to get into a management position, talk about those more than, oh, in an entry-level position, I faxed something, I made a phone call, these are my tasks, these are my duties. I wouldn't talk about that stuff at all. I will only talk about how I led someone, coached someone, trained someone in those areas, if that's what you're really looking to do, Ashley.
Yes, that's awesome. Ashley, I also highly recommend that you get in touch with Nicolette. I highly recommend that you get in touch with Nicolette, and I'll put her information up in just a moment. But that's a great question. That is an absolute great question.
Yes.
What other things, for instance, Nicolette, what are some things, a couple of key points that you can share with people that is struggling in that career area and wanting to get it firmed up, and not sure, one, they don't like their job where they are now, and they really don't know how to, suit their resume up or their CV up, or even make that mind decision of, man, I need to change positions. I just cannot, like you say, Sunday come here, and Monday I'm dreading, that I'm having to go to this job. What can you share with the people about, change? Really, it's actually change and evolution, and purpose.
Yes. Yeah, and it's all about change, because we do get comfortable. We get comfortable with our salaries. We get comfortable with the people that we work with, because they do become like family. We get comfortable with the commute, our routines. We do. But if there's something that is pulling at you and you know that there's something different out there for you, you have to go out there and make sure at least investigate it, explore it. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to make an immediate jump if you don't want to, but you need to at least know. And the only way you'll know is if you are able to pull all your skills together and have a polished professional brand for yourself. If not, seek out that help. I always say it's better than to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Going
Mm-hmm.
back to the lady, I couldn't even send her LinkedIn profile. She wasn't ready. I'm like, you have to be ready. You never know when an opportunity is going to present itself. Because this person, within minutes, this recruiter was calling people. One of the ladies called me back. She said, I just hung up the phone. You just sent him my LinkedIn profile with him. He was calling people immediately. As soon as I sent the profile, he was contacting people. So you want to make sure that you always have your professional brand intact, and you can always add to it. If you're not ready right now, you have it. And then say maybe in about 6 months to a year, you can say, oh, I have this. I'm going to just add in an additional couple of duties because things have changed in the last 6 months, update it, and now you're ready. But just to start from scratch when the opportunity presents itself, it's going to be so hard. Think about those things, explore those opportunities and those options, and then get with a career development coach or what have you to help you pull all that stuff together for you.
That is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Rayshawn said, my,
I love
speak queen.
Thank you, Rayshawn.
Rayshawn is awesome. She's one of my
Thank
biggest
you,
cheerleaders
God.
too.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yes. Rayshawn, I'm about to put her information up. We're getting ready to close out, but I want you guys to ask your questions because I tell you, this woman is full of so much knowledge. I'm going to put her website up. I'm going to, first, before we do that, tell us a little bit about your books.
Oh, my books. I'm so excited. I am doing a You're Hired series. And I
Mm-hmm.
have, as of tomorrow, I am having a launch party in Dallas, Texas to actually launch the books. One is volume 1 interview is on resumes, and then the other one's on interview prep. Hold on. I'm going to get them. Hold on. I forgot. I should have brought them in here. Hold on.
Okay. Bear with us, you guys. She's going to get the books so you can see the books. And she really is an exceptional woman and she has so much knowledge. I'm going to share her website. I'm going to share her bit.ly links to get you the books. If you need a career change and need your documents or your CV, resume, that LinkedIn hooked up, I'm telling you need to, I'm endorsing her. Self-discovery is endorsing iRock resumes.
Well, thank you, girl.
Yes. Yes,
Box
ma'am.
you out too.
Yes, ma'am. How about that?
So here are the books right here. Here's one on this is okay, I'll always have them backwards. Here's the resume one, me at my computer, and then this one is at the for the interview prep, and they go basically hand in hand. So these are my first books in my series. And I have a career development book and LinkedIn book that's halfway written that hopefully will be out sometime next year. But these are my first 2 babies that will be launched on tomorrow.
Wow.
So I'm so grateful to God to finally get this knowledge. I am out of my head and into books that people can purchase. If you're a do-it-yourselfer and you want to purchase books, please, these will give you great information on how to get started. And then if it's like, I put in the books, if you need more, you want customization and you really want someone who's skilled in that, then of course thank you so much, Netta. I'll be more than happy to customize your own professional brand for you. And experience has, when people have gotten my whole packages, they have gotten jobs within 60 days when they did everything, a resume, cover letter, LinkedIn, interview prep, and negotiation networking strategies. It really cuts down the time of landing a job because you always want to cut down that time because the more time you're out there trying to do it, on your own, that's more money you're losing. And I'm all about wealth, increasing your wealth and not letting it be on the wayside. If that's what you're interested in, then I'll be happy to help. But please, I would love for you all to support these books.
I'm so proud
I'm
of
so
you.
excited about it. But
I'm so
Yes,
proud of
thank you,
you.
girl. Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh. When I saw him, I'm like, ooh, something
Yes,
went through my spirit. Look at there. You got two about to squeeze out another one. Oh my gosh. Look at God.
yes.
Look at
And I'm so
God.
thankful. I'm so thankful. It's been my dream to write books and everything, and being able to put my knowledge in here for others to utilize so I can,
Mhm,
multiply. Not everybody's able to work individually with me, but I want this
mhm.
information for everybody so they can get
Yeah.
their hands on it. And what better way than to do it with books? So I would
Awesome.
really love you all support. And if you need me, I'm here too. Thanks, Vanessa, girl.
Awesome.
I did forget about that.
I'm glad I brought it up. I'm glad I brought it up.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much for sharing. Hey, Netta. Netta says congratulations. Rayshawn says congratulations. Guys, I am about to put her links up. If you have any other questions, Tammy says both of you great women are so inspiring. Amen. To God be the glory.
Oh, thank you,
Yes,
Tammy. To
yes.
God be the glory.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I can't take credit. I'm just a vessel.
That's it. That's what I
Yes.
say, Vanessa. I'm just a vessel that God uses to
Yeah.
help people. And this is the gift that He has given me to be able to help.
Okay, that's it. That's it. That's it. Does anybody have any questions? I'm telling you, this is a woman that I truly and like I said, self discovery. I truly do. I'm so serious. I forgot what's the term that I was trying to say, girl. Um, just lost my
We
train
getting
of
up
thought.
there, girl. We getting up there.
Endorse. Self-discovery.
Yeah.
Self-discovery endorses I Rock resumes. She rocks for real. She really does. She's done some work for me in the past years, and that's throughout those years we've become really, really close. So I'm serious, guys. If you are looking for a career change, if you have questions around career, if you're looking to get your CV done, your resume done, and your LinkedIn profile, because that is the business nowadays. LinkedIn
Yes, it
is
is.
the business, as she was saying. Nothing less. That is the business where many companies are going to, and it has to be tight and tightened up in every which way. And she's the one, that professional, that knows how to do it.
Yes.
So please, please, please,
Yes.
I am going to stick up her information here. I would recommend you guys write it down, get in touch with her, check out her website, order her books. Even if you don't, decide to use her, order the books. I'm telling you, she is fabulous. She really is, and she knows her stuff. And it's so amazing. She knows her stuff about LinkedIn. Girl, I'm just proud of you. I'm just honored to
Thank
know you.
you. Well, I so thank you. It's really been a wonderful road of self discovery for myself and
Amen.
walking into my purpose. And
Hmm.
all of my training and background in corporate America has really helped as well. And I don't take anyone's career lightly. I just don't, because I have seen what the potential is in others, and when they can't even see it for themselves. And I'm like, no, you have so much more to offer than what you're giving yourself credit for. And when it grieves my heart like that, that makes me work even harder. And I want to make sure that my clients understand that and know that. And when I get that response, like, wow, I cannot believe that this is me. That just does my heart
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, and that's the same feeling for me too, because it's like there go our purpose. That's our
Yes,
legacy. That's the work that the
yes,
Lord put us here to do. When we can get that
yes,
funny, not that funny, but that fullness inside of us to see somebody else into coming to their better, coming to their greater. Yes,
yes,
yes, yes,
yes.
yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So
indeed.
yes, it is such a blessing to have you on, Nicolette. We're gonna have to bring you back on again. Again, people, if you want to reach out to her, information is on the screen. And Nicolette, before we shut it down, did you have anything, any lasting words, any powerful I rock words for the people before we shut things down?
Yes, I just want to thank you again, Vanessa, for this awesome opportunity. And thank you to all your guests who have actually joined in to ask those great questions. I just want to emphasize, don't take your career life lightly. Because always, it's not just about having your life together, because part of your life, you spend a third of that at work. So making sure you
Yeah.
bridge that together. So having your career polished up and a career strategy to get you where you are into your purpose will do you so good. So that investment is well worth it. And you will see the return of that reap its benefits over and over and over again. I thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, yes, and it's such a blessing to have you on. This is the end of the Self Discovery show with Nicolette Barrett, which is a I say career guru, because she is just so awesome in what she does. And again, please reach out to her to get your resumes rocked out and your LinkedIn profiles rocked out. You guys take care until next time, and God bless you. Hold on one second, Nicolette.